Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you beautiful guys are all doing well, and it's Dave here, and welcome back to the Doki Doki Literature Club. So, just gonna get straight back into it, guys. We're doing trying to do a kind of speed run of the game because we've covered most of the content of the game, or most of the dialogue, but there are slight different bits that we still need to get. We need to get some other CGs, and there is some other conversation, at least with the girls, that we're choosing our poems based on. So we're gonna try and do that. We're still finishing off Sayuri's part, and then we'll probably, well, I still haven't made the decision over the next girl, which one of the next girls we'll go for next, but I have an inkling of who it needs to be if we want to get all the ends. So let us do this. So we're at the third poem round, and we're continuing with Sayuri. So let's get into it and choose Sayuri's words. Let's see if I can do it in one go, guys. Now, how about you put your bets on in the comments as to whether I do it in one turn? Maybe. What do you think? Maybe you don't have to put in the comments. Maybe I can just tell from through my mind. Let me think. What are you saying? No, I have no chance. Yeah, probably not. I'm just being stupid. But anyway, let's try and do it in one go, guys. Let's try and get all the words for Sayuri. So, joy. Grief, I'm pretty sure that's definitely Yuri. Romance, that's marriage. Friends. Treasure. Misery. No. Memories, that's Sayuri. Tears. Happiness. Bed. Lazy. Lucky, that's it. Sadness, yep. Hopeless. Depression. No, shiny is Natsuki. Don't choose shiny. This is a tough one, actually. It has to be misfortune. It has to be misfortune. Yes. Scars. Promise. Kiss. I think that's Natsuki. Special, that's it. Atone, I think, is one of her words. Alone's definitely Sayuri. And clumsy. Yes, I did it! Holy crap! Okay. Sayuri. Dot. This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, Dave. Thanks. Dot. Sayuri, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Dave. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does, or even Natsuki. But in the end... Yeah? I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait! Uh-oh. Of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayuri. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. And I have to sometimes put up with you. Oh, God. I really wish sometimes you could take this protagonist and just slap him silly a little bit. Or, well, no, that's not the right answer though. But give him a talking to about how he talks to the others, because he's a bit of an idiot and not very sensitive towards their feelings. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. Oh. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayuri?
No. Dave, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this?
Sayuri has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden.
If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier.
Sayuri? I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed us. Sayuri? I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Well, no kidding, dude, you definitely don't. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayuri shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile.
It's nothing, Dave. It's just a little rain cloud.
Endure the sunshine is meant to clear it up, but on this occasion you won't.
I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayuri?
Tell Monika I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayuri cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Natsuki. This one's alright. Alright?
Well, yeah.
About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me?
Eh?
No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? Ooh.
That's... It's not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Oh, no. That's not the right thing to say to Natsuki. She has feelings and issues as well. Gah. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach and she resorts to violence.
Oh? Maybe I won't mind scarring you after...
Oh, scarring. Wait. Yes, scarring. Grammar. Scaring you away after all.
I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too.
Dot dot dot. How the hell do you call that a joke? Yeah, violence is not a joke. That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing ever happened. Be your beach. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later?
Yeah, well... It's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after you and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it, or whatever.
I see. I don't really have much time... I don't really have much to contribute here, since I didn't actually read Yuri's poem. Yeah, and you still haven't either again.
Ugh. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice.
Right guys, so at this point, I'm going to make a save just over here with our progress on Sayuri's route that way. Now, what I need to do now is that is the end of the first part of Sayuri's route, as far as I know. So what we need to do in order to get the true end is to get the what they term as the happy end, is to go back and do it again, except for one of the other girls. So no, I want to load and choose this file. So this is back to the first poem, but this time we're not going to do it about Sayuri. We're going to start with one of the other girls. So now I think the next one to do is Natsuki. So we need to choose, obviously go through the game again, but choose 3 poems about Natsuki. So let's do it. So with Natsuki, hair. Right, so she likes cute kawaii things, stuff about anime and gaming, shopping, lipstick. Let's see if I can do it all in one again. I doubt it, but we'll see. Turn off skip. So this time, show a poem to Natsuki first. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. ...
Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monika said.
Ew. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, that's not that great, let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So, in other words, you're saying you liked it?
Ugh.
Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
Ooh, you're so... You don't understand anything, do you?
Yes, he does not understand a thing about any of your feelings or thoughts. Any of you girls.
I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all as self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Grr, fine, I guess.
Only because Monika will make me if I don't. And we've seen it.
Yeah,
I told you weren't gonna like it.
I like it. What?
Yeah, we've seen it. We're pretty sure we've done all this bits already. Right, okay, so in this scenario here, I believe our best option is to choose Natsuki to stick up for her poetry. Yuri, you're really talented.
Well...
But Natsuki has a point. I think that... I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Aha! Shows how much you know. That's not...
Natsuki, I think that's enough.
Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me.
Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. Glance over my shoulder. Oh god, it's Monika! Siri is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so... You don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki.
Ah!
Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise.
Thanks for noticing.
She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either.
Well, if you say so. Hey, It's not like you need to apologize for me, Dave. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about you... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time than she boasted. With it than she boasted. Sayuri and Monika look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayuri? ... I'll go make some tea, and rushes off. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. Now we are moving on to the second round of poem. Poetry for Natsuki. So, sweet is Sayuri, so I have gone and royally fucked that up, and I didn't save. No. Well, to be honest, I think one word messing it up shouldn't do too badly as long as I get the rest of them right. So I'm just gonna make a save here so I don't cause any issues. So I'm just gonna save it there. Alright, let's try again. So right, so cheeks, kawaii, nibble, playground, boop, bouncy, yep, poppy, swimsuit, sticky, lollipop, fluffy, anime, papa, bunny, candy, games, Doki Doki, ooh, this is a tough one. Together is Sayuri. Family is Sayuri, I'm pretty sure. Bed is Sayuri. Frightening is Yuri. Death is Yuri. This is a tough one, actually. Unrequited, I'm pretty sure is Yuri as well. Atone is Sayuri. Is that a philosophy of sensation? And I'm guessing that it has to be sensation. Whoops. Slight glitch there, guys. Sorry about that.
So, apologies for the technical difficulties here in this episode, guys. Basically, the game audio basically crashed on me. Well, the game audio and the gameplay track, to be honest. So, it had to be re-recorded, so it generally went out of sync with my previous face cam and camcorder recording, so the audio for the commentary was completely out of sync as well, and there was no way to try and correct this, so I'm just going to try and do my best to try and read this for you. So I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining too anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayuri somehow already finished her entire... Yuri's back. Oh, this is failing so far. It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Yeah. Don't worry, I kept my promise. I pulled the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands, then quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So, you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget. Ah, the chapter ended with Minori and Alice found... Monika! Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. Eh? I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Ah, sorry.
The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still there, I just had to organize it a bit.
The top shelf is far from Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop trying to figure out how to reach her manga.
Jeez. This is so inconvenient. I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. And besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf?
Natsuki, there's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you.
I can get them myself.
Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it.
You think I'm too short or something?
I mean...
I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me.
Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly. Careful.
I know what I'm doing.
Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but... Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot out the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf.
See? Yeah!
The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles.
Wah!
Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly.
There!
Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez. No need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just...
I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on.
Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet.
Let's see.
The classroom chairs have the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet.
Aha!
Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls it on its wheels back over to the closet. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls, but I've learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Oosh. Natsuki climbs onto the chair and then slowly balances onto her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway.
Aha! There we go. See? I can easily do it now.
Natsuki grabs a stack and bends down to put it on the shelf below. Uh-oh. Tipping. The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf.
What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing?
Who was it who told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt. Oh no. Don't do it! Don't do it, dude! Gah. I force myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes, I'll be dead. Definitely.
Hip.
Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfago's box set, easily the largest one on the shelf.
Ooh, heavy. Hey, Dave. Hurry and take this one.
Eh?
But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up.
Alright. I slowly release my grip from the chair.
What do you mean, stand up?
Uh-oh. She's gonna realize. Natsuki looks down at me.
Why are you all the way back?
Uh-oh. Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box!
What are you looking at?
Uh-oh.
You're trying to look at my...
Natsuki's legs shake.
I'm not. I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv. You set me up. Go away. Get out. But I'll do it myself.
The chair suddenly swirls beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki!
Yeah!
The scene turns to chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands and the books go flying. I got you! Just in the nick of time, I hope. Crash! The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Book. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms. His face lands straight on my feet. My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact. Ew. Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. She presses her arms straight into me to prop herself up. Eh? Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Yeah. Gross. Gah. A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking? You sicko. Everything okay over there? I heard a loud noise. Monika suddenly peers in. Monika! See what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? If only you knew the truth, Natsuki. Yes, jeez. Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert, so I hope you're happy. I didn't... Somehow, it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Yes, she knows. Monika says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no! My... Eh? I look down. Natsuki's kneeling on the floor holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. Oh no. It must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly she gives up and slams the book shut, then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Sob, crying. No! Natsuki, are you... No. Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. I'll help get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No. I don't even care that much. I'm just... having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just... every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help clean this up and I'll move the rest of your manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This'll help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Eh? That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well... I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I can do. The next couple of minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then, I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up. If you insist. We sit in the same spot as last time when I opened the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle, repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monika gets her attention as usual, and it's time to share the poems. Guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep. Whoops, wrong voice. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know?
Told ya. Yeah. I returned to my seat and slipped the book into my bag. Alright, and at this point, guys, we are clicking on poems. So we're Natsuki, ... Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. This wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me? Obviously, you think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you, Uh-oh, she just realized what she said. Natsuki's face freezes like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slits out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced, Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey, Dave. Did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No! I just told her that... My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monika that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monika sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face, straight to Monika reading. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Dave? Cheating? Oh, reference to the game. What do you mean by that? Never mind. I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Monika's joke at all. We do. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. I was just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monika's hands. Neither of us had noticed her re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monika? Of course. I liked it. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a bad habit of doing that. But Dave wrote this poem. And we're supposed to share with everyone, right? Ew. Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem's technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Dave is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just going to hold on to this. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Never mind. Natsuki. I'll give you the poem, but that's still not very fair to Sayuri. She hasn't gotten to read it yet. So what? Well, I guess Dave is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. ... Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's going to like it, though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. Okay, right, so we're going to Yuri. ... Are you still mad at me? For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday? Because reading this poem? Now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine. That's not really true. Meaning when I disrespected her. Yuri, you might be reading this into this a little too much. How can I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I just come off as awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking, the things I want to keep inside come out. So please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monika wants. But it's not fair when you could be enjoying your time with Natsuki and Sayuri. Yuri? Please. It makes it easier for me if you don't express any concern. Besides... I have my books with me. That's all I need. ... Yuri smiles sadly and puts down her... I'm frustrated. I don't hate her, but is she not capable of listening to me? Sigh to myself, all I can do is accept that that's how she is. If she wants to be left alone, I have no choice but to abide to her request. Okay, it was a wee bit laggy there, so I might struggle with syncing that.
we've chosen I Would Walk Home with Sayuri before, and we've also chosen I Would Walk Home with Yuri before. I don't believe we've actually had the option for I Would Walk Home with Natsuki. So, yeah, in this point, guys, I think we'll choose I Will Walk Home with Natsuki. Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, I think I would be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her away. Isn't she so cute and fun to be around? This has nothing to do with what I just said. Ah, you admitted it. Jeez, there's not any point in speculating. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long. I need you. Sayuri, I can't figure out what you're seeing in your head right now. Everyone is different. Nobody in the... Oh, that was a fail. But you saw the text anyway, guys. But this is all the same. It was just that wee bit with choosing Natsuki instead that was a bit different. So making a save just to make sure we don't F up this poem without an option to go back. So we're going for Natsuki again, so milk. I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Oh yeah, we skipped a little bit there. Hey, you, huh? Pretty much. Okay. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... Ah, sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. What a sundry. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayuri, that's all. Sayuri? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it will be a lot more obvious. Yeah, I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Ah. Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. Sundari Dave, it's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not! Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. ... And we're starting with Monika again. So let's see what happens. But obviously we're getting up to the point of poetry. So let's go to Natsuki. Let's see. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. You know I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be a good writer? That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Ahaha. Natsuki. What? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best. Right? Took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then the other people might think that. Right, Dave? Please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems before this. Natsuki. Because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point in sharing my poems? People just laugh and say that's so cute, just like you, Natsuki. Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly.
Hey, Natsuki, if you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it! Before I can pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem up from the desk. It's not any good, and I know you hate my poems, so you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems I didn't look much into it, but I know you better now. And it's wrong for Yuri to think your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayuri, she always means well, but sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people are thinking. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you, and I'm sorry I was part of the problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're a lot more than that. Ah, Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realised how difficult this was for her, but finally she forced herself to extend her arms and set her poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. It's because you. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around, but when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout, but my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars, but when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all of my heart, but what do I do where it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trusted me. And any moment now we will get down to the rest of this poem. Come on, myself. Scroll down, please. If I remember correctly, I believe it's just one extra verse that's left in this poem. And I believe this is a special poem just for getting all of Natsuki's, for liking all of Natsuki's poems the best by getting all her words. Right, here we go. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me. Because you. Very interesting poem. Essentially a love confession as well, guys. ... Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it. It was just a little surprising to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't just say that, dummy, baka. What do you think the point of writing is? Expressing things that you can't just say. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well. And I'm happy that you showed this to me. I liked it. Well, yeah, I'm a pro, so... Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound confident like she did. Just remember that I can think these things too sometimes. You know, when you're nice to me, like, it's meaningful. Ah, I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. But as I do so, Natsuki takes my hands and pushes them back away. Her small, soft hands surprise me with their assertion. I don't want it. Eh? Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I realise what Natsuki is doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would... ... Never mind. Just, I'm glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her word and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling too. Go put it away before someone else sees it, okay? Ah, yeah. I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat that I can put away Natsuki's poem. Now we're going to Yuri. ... Yuri doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. I guess if she changes her mind, she'll come to me, but I should leave her be for now. And that's it. Yuri completely hates us right now.
So we're just doing that like right now, making a save at that point, and then we will reload the game from the very first poem, and this time instead of Natsuki, straight to Yuri, all 3 poems. So here we go, we're starting off with the next poem for Yuri. So we need to choose 20 birds in relation to Yuri at this point, so we will do that in a second or two once I start moving the mouse, guys. This footage might not be included, but just thought I'd talk about it at the beginning anyway. Don't choose kitty. Don't choose kitty. That's definitely not a Yuri word. I think my mouse has just been hovered over that by mistake. I don't think it's going to be clicked. If it's clicked, I'm an idiot. Okay, come to my senses. We're talking about Yuri here. So she likes extremely descriptive words and the kind of darker side in horror. So, well, I can see a few Yuri words at this point that are clearly hers. So we're just getting onto it. There we go. There's Crimson. Well, first, we should choose Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Huh? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Ooh. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly and then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually common of new writers, and I can't read any of this. Oh well, that's kind of a fail. I think we have read this actually. I think it's more the bits of dialogue for the other 2 poems that we haven't necessarily got for Yuri. Please do. I'd like to share my thoughts. Yuri seems to dream. Yeah, actually when I think about it, I think we've already seen this. Yeah, I think for the first round of poetry for Yuri, we've already seen it. So I think this is okay, but it might be Natsuki we need for this first poem. So let's just let it get to Natsuki. And then let's go to Natsuki. Dave, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to see it. Painful to think about. ... Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta show you mine now. Knowing you'll probably not like it. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. Okay, and we're just continuing with the next Yuri poem, guys. So just selecting the words for Yuri, and then we'll get the dialogue for the next poem. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri was reading a different book from the one we were reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher.
You hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher?
Thanks.
I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not?
And this is different, guys.
Shall we go then?
Yeah.
Where are you off to?
Eh? Yuri was going to make some tea, so... I suddenly realised how weird it sounds to explain this to Monika. We're just filling the water pitcher.
Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monika, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want me to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Dave in club activities? Eh?
My mouth gapes.
I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Dave.
Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall.
I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that?
Yuri?
Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monika to judge people like that.
Dave? How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me?
Because nothing that you do is bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away, but you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a storm.
No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that?
Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that?
Friend, you say?
Yuri lifts her head.
Dave, I really like being friends with you.
Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway.
Yeah. Shall we go?
Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom.
Dave, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the... you really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert?
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches a teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway.
That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Dave. It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Dave, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why is that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realise.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. I wonder why that is. It's mostly because
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading?
Yes! I have terrible reading posture.
Sure.
So that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. Okay, so showing our poem first to Yuri.
Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Dave, this one might even... How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah. Just being appreciative of this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends? ... Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. No friends apart from the club members anyway. Do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you.
And the raccoon. So we've already seen this one as well, so we'll skip it.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but
that's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem.
And at this point, we've definitely read this because we've seen the poem "The Raccoon" before, so we've definitely read this part before. So maybe we've seen this part for Yuri as well. Right, to Natsuki.
Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort.
That's good.
But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious.
What do you mean by that?
Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you don't really suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level.
Natsuki stops short all of a sudden.
Don't tell me. You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you?
What are you talking about? And keep your voice down.
You know Yuri would love this angsty.
Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean, ew. Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me.
I am so done with you.
Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me.
Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me.
Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was determined to be in a world of pain destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress anyway. Oof, gee. Okay, so we've come up to the point where it is Yuri poem number 3. So let's get the words done and then let's see the dialogue. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. Realizes that we won't get anywhere like this. I've never seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. It's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own.
I didn't mean to bother you or anything.
Relax, you didn't even do anything.
But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts.
Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that?
Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything.
Yeah, sure, Yuri.
I didn't do anything creepy like that.
In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern.
Don't apologize. Your troubles are the only concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find them... but if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be happy to listen. It's not really a big deal. Sayuri... She was a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something's wrong. Oh, that's quite romantic.
Huh?
Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid.
It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sarah and I have just been friends for a long time.
I see. And perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about it. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it. Dave, the world is full of meaning, often deep. Untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you know them.
There might be something behind it after all.
I think that Sayuri is a very complex person.
Okay, at this point I might just leave the rest of it. I think, anyway, we've read this before. I think this has appeared before, so I think we're good, but... Okay, so up to the third poem, show it to Yuri. ...
Dave, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this easily.
This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after.
Is that so?
Yuri gently smiles to herself.
This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this.
I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something you've never ever shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame.
Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice.
What do you mean?
Well,
Yuri smiles sadly.
Dave, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway, but books are so full of amazing and inspiring people you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend, cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day.
Wow, friends in our books.
You know, and those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Dave. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time.
But I haven't really done anything.
No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Dave. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy.
I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I could make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you?
If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we?
Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem?
Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you.
Ghost Under the Light Part 2. So this might be new. So the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A rare figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows. Closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. Notice how I let it slow down there just for the scrolling down. So the only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. But instead of taking it from me, she looks away. ...
Do you dislike it?
Ah, no, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about.
I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one.
That's fine. I understand this one. ...
Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again tried to hand the poem to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back. I hesitate and respond to her warm touch. You can... the poem is... Once again Yuri fails to complete a sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me. I guess we should move on before Monika says something, but I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and I return to my seat so I can... Natsuki. Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even... Next!
So hey guys, it's Dave from the future here. Good old future Dave here. It was just a wee outro message here just because I didn't get to record one due to the technical difficulties as I've mentioned in the video. So we're at the point where we've completed all the routes for the girls as I've mentioned on these text messages at the end outro here. So in the next episode, believed to be the final episode, we will proceed into Act 2 where Monika starts taking over the game again and the tragic events occur again. But this time we have unlocked all the scenes and all the CGs from Act 1, so now we can progress to what the game is dubbed as the happy end or a true end. So in the next episode we'll hopefully get to that in what could potentially be the final episode. So at this point guys, thanks very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a massive beautiful big thumbs up, it really helps me out. Also don't forget to smash the subscribe button on my YouTube page here on the video, and also the notification bell so you get notifications of the continuation of this series plus any other content that goes up on the channel. If you've got any questions you want to talk to me about relating to the game or anything like that, just post them in the comments below in the video. At this point guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video, as long as there's no technical difficulties in the next one. Okay guys, see you later.